I don't like real boys or girls, no. They're too annoying. Anime kids are hot as fuck though. I want to be one. I love one. Little boys in anime are just so precious. Well, at least it can't get any worse than this. I want to fuck a little boy.
C'est des malades mentaux, c'est des gens qui sont atteints mentalement.
Can we go to bed for making you put your lips around my cavity?
Nigga, you a black nigga too. I don't give a fuck.
Yes, good old YouTube. Speaking of which, I wonder what Glass has been doing recently.
Big black, big black, big black, big black, big black, big black, black. I don't know if I can do this, guys. I genuinely don't know if I can do this anymore. I'm sorry I failed you all. Those who believed in me, I'm sorry. I don't need help. I'm mentally sound.
Oh, so he just went insane. Fair enough. I mean, he's been doing this for 6 months, so that doesn't surprise me. Today, we're going to talk about a controversy that was relevant a few months ago, which involves a VTuber known as Taiga. Now, I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but trust me, I do have my own reasoning for making this video. So let's fucking do this. Taiga is an independent VTuber who was part of a group named VShonen, which is the equivalent of VShoujo but for femboys. Also, I know this comes as a surprise, but Taiga is a femboy.
I did not know that.
Which is pretty much his entire gimmick. It still makes me wonder what type of content he makes.
My problem is, like, anytime I plan on singing on stream, I'll practice a bit before stream and then I'll just use my voice up before I actually get to go live. Oh! No. I can do way better, I promise. Wait.
Oh, so he's a Coomer VTuber, which the degenerates are attracted to. I mean, fine, but if you're gonna make content that attracts the degens, then you should expect the mentally ill to be attracted to your content, as well as them doing some crazy shit to get your attention. In fact, that's precisely what happened to Taiga. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the introduction is over. The real shit starts now. Adrian. Adrian was Taiga's biggest fan. In fact, he wasn't just a fan, he was also a stalker, and one of the biggest pay pig in human history. In fact, considering the fact that this video is going to be premiered, I'm going to let you guys guess how much money he donated to Taiga. Alright, I'm gonna put a 10-second timer here, and let's go. You do know you can skip that part if you're not watching the premiere, right? Not judging, just saying. Alright, time's up. If your answer was $265,000, then you are the winner. Or winners. Except for Adrian, he's fucked.
Life is my creation, is my best friend. Imagination is my defense. And I'll keep walking when skies are gray. Whatever happens was meant that way. Sorry for crashing your stream. Just try and pretend I'm not here.
Seriously, Adrian, thank you so much, but like, it's for real, guys.
Like I said, last time I wasn't done donating. Just my bank cut me off. I got to finish this, you know.
Why? Strike a...
Hey!
Bite the pillow, I'm not stopping.
And Boo, thank you for the 200 for 12
Yes, that's what I was thinking. My friends think I'm insane for doing this.
It's a little insane. So...
Hey!
This is mainly for all the accusers in chat. I'm a programmer. No shady business. Not every rich dude is evil. I still have a handful of jokes left to TTS, but for real just focus on the stream. This is a problem of success. Let haters hate and shrug your shoulders.
And finally, watch and listen. Thank you for the friend.
You're looking awfully unimpregnated.
I'm trying...
Hey!
If money could get you pregnant, we'd have quadruplets.
Thank you so much.
Hey!
I love you. No homo.
Hey!
Do you remember my first donation to you?
Hey!
I had no idea you'd end up being such an important part of my life.
Red flag!
Please, don't let me crash your stream. I could go all night. Hopefully PayPal can too.
Hey!
Taiga is awesome, but the most amazing parts of Taiga are the shards of the man behind the mask that shines out.
Is that also a red flag?
Crimson.
Hey!
There it is again.
You're almost there.
Holy shit.
Holy shit indeed. This guy donated over $250,000 overnight, talking about how rich he is and that he's a programmer and stuff. Unfortunately for him, he didn't get the attention he desired from the Femboy, and it was pretty clear that he was like fucking desperate. So Adrian decides to create a website dedicated on cataloging every crazy shit that could incriminate Taiga. What can I do? If you learn something new, report his Twitch channel. Tip off Adrian, either email above or Twitter. Start discussions on social media. If something grave happened, call Peterborough Police Service in Ontario, Canada. To make matters worse, Adrian decides to fly from France to Canada and travel all the way to Taiga's hometown so that he could launch a cease and desist against Taiga, which is retarded, by the way. Adrian would later create a document titled Bungo's Taiga's greatest fan and enemy, My Tell-All, which I'm not even sure what to say about this. It's too retarded for me, but there are good parts. Like this one. Adrian says, I caught myself a hard lining to the price of $960,000 during negotiations. My agent, reason, common sense, everything and everyone was telling me to flex a little bit. The property was getting offers, mostly in the 700K range, but I turned them down and held fast. Why? Because I wanted to donate to Bungo Taiga. It wasn't greed because the prices were getting absurd, well above appraisal and comps. The driving force behind my decision was my love for a creature that doesn't even exist. Upon getting my fat check on August 2nd, I made a donation the very next stream on August 4th for $55,555.55. I was so happy to do it. I had held in my heart a yearning to reward him for weeks. A beautiful creature, which I know doesn't exist. Remember, the unconscious mind makes no distinctions. Loved me and loves money. And all I wanted to do was make this creature happy. I'm already a multi-millionaire. I already literal models, but I was bored and unmotivated to be my best. I needed something, and Taiga, the character, was that something. Ryan was the puppet master. I was prepared to pay handsomely to keep Taiga alive. This was all an experiment to see if I could love a fantasy creature and feel motivated in life, as if I had a girlfriend, a partner, or a family with whom to share my successes. Maybe I wasn't really the lone wolf that I always consider myself to be. In 2 short streams, I donated $186,000. He then proceeds to show his transactions with Taiga and then says, Ryan broke his end to our deal. Adrian, do you have some sort of mental illness? Like, I don't understand. You spent over $250,000 over some Femboy VTuber, and now you're crying like a bitch on the internet. Like, this is fucking pathetic. He also threatened to sue Twitch, which got his account terminated, and claimed that Twitch was liable for the abuse he received from Taiga. Not gonna lie, Adrian, you're sad as fuck. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And then there's another guy named Vintage, who was like a big fan of Taiga until he switched up on him, and then decided to report his entire YouTube channel, which got terminated. After that, Vintage got doxxed, and then bragged about how YouTube was unfair, and that YouTube hates Taiga, blah blah blah. When he was literally the reason why his YouTube channel got terminated. He was also watching Shota. Like, these people are fucking dead, okay? They're fucking crazy. But it doesn't just end here. After Taiga was terminated off of YouTube, a bunch of YouTubers would respond to the controversy.
I know a lot of people have been waiting for my coverage of what's going on, but I wanted to take my time to craft this video in a way that's actually going to be productive, or hope to be productive, for Taiga's situation and also for Taiga's reputation that continues to be smeared by false allegations.
And evidently, due to this prompt, had to open up about their past stalker and trauma, as they had a hand at sullying their reputation. But they were also angry because it was a blatant smear campaign, because, surprise surprise, many of the allegations made against them were false.
This one is sad. First, we have this tweet from Taigaholic, and it says, it just revived, with a photo of their YouTube play button after hitting 100K subscribers. That's a huge dub to them. Super proud of them for hitting 100K. That's huge. And then next up, we have this tweet. I think I'm going to end myself. And it's a screenshot of YouTube saying, Taigaholic was removed on YouTube.
Context: Taigaholic, a Femboy VTuber who's controversial due to being a Shota Con, as well as slanderous claims against that he is a PDF. It's been debunked as far as I can tell.
And the reason for him getting fucking banned here was because someone was just constantly fucking, he had a stalker or has a stalker who was just constantly reporting his channel.
That Taiga was facing false allegations that accused him of grooming someone. Now, those have been since debunked and also Taiga exonerated. However, during the time of that exoneration and also after he was exonerated, a lot of people in the VTubing scene continued to spread these false allegations and to slander Taiga.
Oh my god, this must have been terrible for Taiga. I can't believe people are doing this to him. Wait a minute. What is this? Gilk says, please read this ASAP. Urgent. Bungo Taiga is a racist pedophile. file. Oh, that's a new one. I don't remember YouTubers talking about this. Taiga says, absolutely, but no. Shota is genuinely hot as fuck. Not IRL, obviously, because kids are annoying. I want to be a Shota or lolly too, I guess. Oh, that's also a new one. But people said that you weren't a Shota-con, that it was debunked or something. Now, before we get any further into this, I want to define the terms that we're going to be using from that point onward. A lolly is a depiction of an underage girl through media, which includes anime and manga. A Shota is basically a male version of a lolly. So a lolly-con would be someone who's sexually attracted to lollies, while a Shota-con is someone who's sexually attracted to Shotas. Okay, where were we again? Oh yeah! Oh god. I also feel like there aren't enough male streamers role models in the virtual community for people to look up to. So I'd love to become one for others. Yes, I agree, we need more male. All male Shota boys, big boys, femboys, www. Mostly Shota and femboys trolling face. Blank actually likes kids? Not real kids, no. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. I won't tell on you. I'm not into kids. Are you? I don't like real boys or girls, no. They're too annoying. Anime kids are hot as f though. I want to be one and love one. Little boys in anime are just so precious. Well, at least it can't get any worse than this. I want to a little boy. For fuck's sake, bruh. A server I'm a mod in, a loot poster turned out to be under 18, but he's friends with the owner. So I need to go through 20 pages of nudes, deleting them individually. Bruh. For fuck's sake, send me them though. Ty, that's bad. You saw them too. You better share. Just copy it and set it here. Wait, how young? 17. Oh, who cares? Wait, before you go. What? Night. What? Look how cute my boyfriend is. Smiling face. How old is this character? 11 to 14? Oh, come on. Taiga even commissioned for Shota. Some of them were not safe for work. He's also into age play, which explains a lot about him. He even changed his bio to 14 so a bunch of predators can follow his account, posting nudes and images of himself to predators. Taiga says, I once put 14 in my bio without further explanation. Why? It makes you look like a minor. Exactly. I got so many predators to follow me. I went up 1K followers in one day. Now, Taiga did make 2 documents responding to all of this, but they're not very good. In 2021, Taiga said that he already addressed the whole Shota thing, claiming that he no longer associated himself with the word Shota. The Kiwi farmers archived pretty much everything, and they found out that he was still labeling himself as a Shota in 2022. He also said that some of the art he commissioned was when he was a teenager, before he was streaming, but he also said that now that he's streaming, his commissions have been completely unproblematic, and then said that his character is in his 20s, which is strange because his character has been compared to an 11-year-old shonen protagonist. He has the exact same body proportion, and yet this is a 20-year-old. Yeah, okay. He also sees Shota as a body type rather than characters that look underage, despite claiming that anime kids are hot as f. Also, remember when he said that he stopped commissioning for Shota? Well, it turns out that this is complete bullshit. He kept commissioning for Shota in 2021 and 2022. Honestly, his response is either just him coping or lying about certain things within the document. But it also feels like the YouTubers who covered the controversy did not read the original document. So some of them would say that everything has been debunked without doing any analysis, while others would just get their information wrong.
But the commissions were of the OC and supposedly safe for work.
Wrong. Okay, then what piece of evidence were they using for them to come to this conclusion? Well, it mostly comes from a Google Doc titled The Exoneration of Bungo Taiga, created by Burn8. We'll call him Burn from that point onward. Burn claims to be a private investigator.
Claims that fans will tell you a private investigator found to be false. It spends some time sucking off Bungo's incredible talent. Literally at one point, for some reason, calls Bungo's accuser gay, harps on about hypocrisy, and includes an admission by Bungo Taiga that they requested lewd pictures of a minor. As a joke.
You just don't understand. This is dark humor, bro. Now, Burn claims to take a neutral stance regarding Taiga, despite being critical towards Flamenco, who watches Boy Soprano. Burn also said, quote, I won't be accusing someone of hurting real children over the morality of art, which reminds me of an incident that occurred in 2017 to 2019, where Discord said that they saw porn as art, and that it wasn't against their terms of service, which caused the FBI to get involved, and Discord had to change their policies because of it. I've heard this argument made by other people, but it's also a really poor argument to make, especially with some of the stuff he commissioned. The exoneration only discredited the authors of the original document, but it doesn't really debunk the original document itself. I mean, Ozzy and Guilt are retarded, but the document remains true. But it also put into question the bias of the private investigator. He claims to not being a longtime fan of Taiga, nor is he connected to him, but he's also shown bias towards Taiga.
On March 13th, 2023, a Twitter account I will call Sue for short, posted a collection of documents to expose predators with. Amongst those targeted was Taiga's ex-mod, Ozzy.
Apparently, Ozzy allegedly raped a girl who just turned 18 years old. Oh my god, that's horrible. Terrible. I can't believe that. Wait a minute. Sue claims that Taiga did not work on that document.
If you go to the full case evidence Google Drive that Sue posted, you will see that the owners of the files and folders are hidden. However, if you click the link the Sue Twitter account posted, just to the summary PDF of what Ozzy's been accused of, and you open the more details panel, it will tell you that the owner is Burn8.
Sue and Burn are the same person. The police report against Ozzy was in 2021, but the document regarding the exoneration was created in 2022, more specifically December 2022. So when he says that he has no affiliation with Taiga, nor is he a longtime fan of Taiga, that's most likely bullshit, reinforcing the idea that he was most likely biased towards him.
He, referring to Bungo Taiga, also told him more about Ozzy. He provided logs of whispers, DMs on Twitch, of Ozzy admitting to and defending having sex with a drunken high 18-year-old on the day they turned 18. Care to guess what the bulk of the evidence in the document against Ozzy is? That's right, Twitch whispers. This private investigator didn't protect his source, even in the info dump. In the full log of messages that's provided there, Ozzy acknowledges he's talking to Taiga. He said, "We were friends while she was 17. I even turned her down when she stayed with me the first time. Taiga, and I wasn't chasing her. I had liked you at the time, but that's in the past."
This is confirmed to be Taiga, by the way, and I believe it was Adrian who leaked this information, but we will get to him later.
They waited a few months, posted this hit under a different account, and pretended that Taiga had nothing to do with it, when Taiga was actually the primary source for everything. Seems incredibly terrible and suspicious to me. I'd say it calls everything surrounding all of this into question.
What's weird is that, despite Burn being the one that created the document on the report he made against Ozzy, he doesn't mention any of that information in the exoneration. But the irony is that Taiga also gave this information regarding Ozzy to the super fan Adrian himself. He gave Adrian Ozzy's private information so that Adrian can report him to the police. But Taiga didn't do this to get Ozzy arrested. He did it to discredit Ozzy, Gilk, and the original document. This was done to divert people from looking into the original document. This explains why so many YouTubers got their information wrong. It makes a lot more sense now. So basically, every single person that's involved in this situation are retarded. They're all stupid. Now, before we end this properly, I just want to talk about one more thing. The reason why I made this video is because I wanted to tackle the topic of lolicon and Shotacon. The internet is full of people with weird fetishes, but Shotacons and lolicons are extremely perplexing, for me at least. One of the things you would notice is that they never really give you a reason for why they're attracted to Shota or Lolly, but that's because they know why they're attracted to it. They just choose not to give us an answer, or claim that Shota and Lolly are body types when that's not true, or that they're not real. But here's the thing, just because Shota and Lolly aren't real doesn't mean that people will tolerate this, because they're still depictions of children, and people simply do not have any tolerance for this. And I don't think this is going to be changing anytime soon. Well, hopefully. So like and subscribe and...
I do not understand the fucking, situation that I'm in right now.
If you liked this clip, subscribe to this channel. If you didn't, nobody asked about your opinion.
I'm straight. You act feminine enough, apparently, to yank my heartstrings. Look, guys, Adrian isn't gay, okay? He's not gay. He's not gay. I mean, sure, he did pay $250,000 to some femboy VTuber, but he's still straight, okay?